welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Travesty playing some Fallout 4 with the Loot Overhaul mod. Alright, we have been going through Vault 81 at the end of the last episode. We're over here by the doctors.
Not many doctors
and there's something else I
days.
wanted to check. There was a terminal here that does not
you.
look like it was owned, so I'm going to try to see if I can get into this thing. Let's change into our Intel outfit. And let's take a closer look at this thing. Alright, HUD. We have one match. Alert. It could be alert. It is not. Round. It is not round. Alarm. It is not. Yield. It could possibly be yield.
Got it.
Yep. Alright, looks like we got some patient records. Gwen McNamara. Health is excellent. Childhood bronchitis resulted in susceptibility to respiratory infections. Prescribed steroidal anti-inflammatory inhaler for emergency use. Okay. Mark Somerset. Poor health. He has survived 2 bouts of pneumonia. Prognosis of surviving another is doubtful. Suffers from ulcers and kidney disease. Dr. Priscilla Pensky. Good health. Beginning to show signs of arthritis. Has a family history of dementia, but shows no signs of it. Generally refuses even mild treatments. And finally we got Robert DeLuca. Poor health. Multiple addictions to chems. Got clean once for 2 months before relapsing. Shows signs of cardiac weakness and memory loss. Okay. I'm not sure if that was good information or not, but... let's see, we don't need to talk to her.
Gonna pass.
Very well.
Alright, well, let's get our charisma outfit back on. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, we have this level up that we need to deal with yet. Let's continue on like I wanted to. Let's get refractor next. Get us a little bit of energy resistance. I'm going to try to go up with that too, so we can get it as good as... what was the other one? Yeah, toughness. That's damage resistance, the other one's energy resistance, so we should be good. Blocking a bunch of damage. Alright, I think we're done here. Let's get out of here. We checked all these rooms here on this lower level, so let's go back up top.
Some of our residents aren't as thrilled about outsiders as most, so please, don't think they speak for all of us.
Alright.
Excuse me, Overseer.
Here. Let's
Take
talk
time
to
to
her.
look around. You'll have the full run of the place.
Okay, she's got nothing to say. The classroom... and there's nothing back here. Let's go in here and see if there might be some dialogue or something going on here. Alright, who do we got in here? There's Austin, Aaron, and some other child. Alright, let's see if the teacher says
you're
anything.
that new traveler. You must have had so many adventures out in the Commonwealth.
Is it boring here in the vault?
No, I love teaching these kids. But it's not the same as fighting to survive. Would you mind talking to my class about life in the Commonwealth?
What types of stories are you looking for?
Nothing too violent. I'm sure they'll have lots of questions, though. Thank you so much.
Okay, talk to Katie.
Gran says I'm a bottomless pit when it comes to food. Please
Hello,
bring
Katie.
him back
Would you
safe.
like to tell the students one of your stories now?
What topics should I avoid?
Nothing with excessive violence. And I'm sure they'll have lots of questions.
I'd be glad to.
Wonderful. The kids are so excited. Children, listen up. We have a guest today who is going to tell us stories about the Commonwealth.
Did you ever fight a Deathclaw?
How do you know about death claws?
I hear stuff. Gran heard something about them from a Commonwealth guy.
One of the Minutemen helped me kill one once.
Cool. What happened?
Wouldn't you rather hear about when I fought mole rats?
Not really. My dad says mole rats are just nuisances.
Yeah.
A group of raiders had my friend Preston trapped.
But you rescued him, right?
This story isn't too scary, is it?
We're not babies. What happened next?
Preston showed me where to find some power armor I could fix.
Power armor! Wow.
Has the vault ever had problems with raiders?
They don't bother us. They can't get in if we don't want them to.
I wasn't ready when the Deathclaw crawled out. Good thing I had that power armor.
That sounds scary.
Have you ever seen a Deathclaw?
No. Miss Katie says they're big lizards with huge claws. Don't stop now.
Preston and I kept shooting until it was dead.
I bet that took lots of bullets.
Thank you so much for that story. Children, say thank you.
Thank you.
And we have a thank you gift for you. Here.
Nice. Grognak the Barbarian. Critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage. I will take it.
Alright. The Overseer says I'm good with people. Way better than Gran.
Alright,
But
let's
I don't
see
know.
if the kids
I
might
think
say
Gran's
anything
pretty
new.
good. At least with me, she is.
Hey, Austin.
I can't wait till I don't have to go to school anymore.
Well, hello.
Poor Ashes.
Oh yeah, we need to
She
find
must
her
be
cat
so
yet.
scared.
Alright. And these are just regular kids over here. Alright. Let's get out of here. Alright, that goes back to the atrium, but let's check this whole level next. The
Heard we had a
reactor.
trader in today.
Let's go see what's down here. More owned items.
Can you not do that here? What if the overseer or whatever?
I've been working 12 hours straight.
You've been working. I bet bossing around old Rusty really takes it out of you.
You've no idea, Mr. Luca.
Hey, will you both just get lost? You're killing my buzz here.
Oh, this is Tina.
Fine, get caught. Then you won't have the choice to leave because the overseer will make it for you. Hey, outsider. Do me a favor. If my good-for-nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
Who's your brother?
His name's Bobby, and he's my poor excuse for a twin, so you can get a good idea of what he looks like. Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble. And as much as I'd like to leave this canned paradise, that's not how I want to go.
You want to leave the vault?
More than you know. There's gotta be more to life than this vault. But if I leave, it's on my own terms. Not because Bobby screwed it up. Now I admit, I've got my own share of the blame here. Bobby gets his chems from me, and I keep him on a short leash. But not anymore. I'm cutting off his useless ass.
Why would you feed his habit?
He's my brother, and he's overworked. I give him a little jet, and he perks up. He seems happy, I feel better. Done. Now that it's getting out of control, it's another story. He wants to put me at risk, he gets cut off.
Good. That's the first step to helping your brother.
Should have done it a long time ago. But things ain't easy around here.
Well, let's see. Let's deal with this thirst real quick. Alright, let's talk to him next.
Hey, the outsider. You lost? No trading going on down here.
Where am I?
Generator room, can't you tell? Look, I'm not even sure if you're allowed in here. Most of the trading's done in the atrium. I can tell you how to get back if you want. Oh, and hey, if you got any jet on you, I may be willing to take it off your hands. Say 75 caps?
Who's it for? You?
Me, myself, and I. Don't worry, I'm not into selling. That's my sister's thing.
Sorry. All out of jet at the moment.
Damn. Well, if you happen to get some, don't forget about your new pal Bobby here. Just don't let Tina know. She'd be all over my ass.
Alright. Yeah, I do have a little stash of
Any maintenance requests to Mr.
jet back
Luca?
at the home
They will be
plate.
handled in the order they were received.
Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Staying pretty busy these days?
Quite so. Mr. DeLuca has made it his life's work to occupy my time. Not only do I specialize in reactor maintenance, but now I am trained in doing his laundry, fetching libations, and generally picking up on it.
Does he help out with any other work?
If memory serves, the last bit of work he performed was when Mr. Whittaker forced him to clean up the supply room. He was also quite vocal about his distaste for the job.
Alright, does he say anything
Hey,
else?
Old Rusty.
Is it a little crowded in here, or is it just me?
Alright. What's going on back here? Oh, there's some Nuka-Cola sitting down there. BS and lol. Huh! Alright, I don't see anything of importance there otherwise. What else is in here?
What you looking at?
Does he
Hey,
say
Bobby.
anything else?
People need to leave me alone. I'm just trying to relax here.
He's starting to tweak a little bit, huh? Alright,
Tina.
and anything
Don't
else with
forget what I
her?
said. If he gets me in trouble, he'll never hear the end of it.
Ooh, there's a terminal in here. Bunch of owned stuff. Nothing I need, though. Technician's note. Let's see what this thing says. Nobody can get into Overseer Olivette's terminal. The password might be corrupted. I can't make sense of this thing, and I've finally convinced the Overseer to let it go and allow me to set up a new terminal. Olivette probably was hardly even using the thing anymore. I doubt there's anything important on it. Old Overseer's terminal. Ooh, master, huh? Let's see if we can't get into this thing. Let's change our outfit. Alright, scavenging.
Sweet.
Oh. We got lucky there. By using this terminal, you are acknowledging that you are an authorized user or technician. Authorized users must cease reading and log out of this terminal immediately. Violators will be subject to civil and criminal penalties. Welcome to Vault 81. Overseer Olivette. We'd like to thank you for accepting your new role as Overseer of Vault 81. This program, as you know, represents a critical research opportunity. The work we do together will lead to a better future for humanity, not only in these times of uncertainty, but far into the future, whatever it holds. Your background in academic and applied medical research will make you a capable leader to Vault 81 science staff, and your administrative background gives you the unique ability to lead and manage the general population as well. Thank you again for reconsidering this offer of employment, and good luck. Vault-Tec Human Resources. Alright, Prime Directive. The mission of Vault 81 is to research infectious diseases and antidotes, with particular attention paid to potential mutations in a climate of heavy radiation. Clinical trials are a vital part of Vault 81's mission. Trials will be performed in 3 stages. Stage 1 trials are to be conducted in petri dish cultures. Stage 2 trials are to be performed on the colony of heterocephalus glaber specimens furnished by Vault-Tec. Stage 3 trials may be performed on the residential population of Vault 81. Scientific staff will be restricted to the hermetically sealed research area. This measure reduces the chance of cross-contamination between residential and scientific staff populations. The Overseer will have communication capabilities, but no other members of the residential population are to be made aware of the Prime Directive. So they're doing some testing down here somewhere, huh? Alright, Admission Protocol. As outlined in the Vault-Tec Operations Handbook, all staff members of Vault 81 will be required to participate in mandatory drills, held on-site at the discretion of the Overseer and Vault-Tec administration. Admission drills are a requirement on all Beta Alert days, as indicated by the Vault-Tec Early Warning System. In the event of an actual Alpha Alert, Vault 81 residents will be admitted into the Vault by Overseer staff. All scientific staff should report to their workstations immediately, avoiding contact with general population, especially those whom they may know personally. If necessary, Overseer should remind staff of their confidential status. Alright, Evacuation Protocol. Vault 81 is not to be evacuated under any circumstances except a direct all-clear command from Vault-Tec Central Headquarters. Research reports should be archived on primary mainframe. Chemical compounds and other physical materials may be deposited in the marked receptacle only by the Overseer, and only after a successful Stage 3 trial phase. In the event of a Voltec-ordered evacuation, Overseer must be prepared to dispose of residential population by incineration. Propellant nozzles are pre-installed in all residential living quarters to avoid contamination with the outside population. This disposal is at the discretion of the Overseer unless specifically mandated as part of the Voltec evacuation order. Wow. Burned them all up, huh? Alright, Overseer's private logs. A job. I can't believe it. Voltec must have really been desperate for an Overseer candidate after Duncan fell ill. I'm certainly qualified for this job, but with my politics, how could they think I'm a good candidate for this kind of program? Maybe there's more to this than I'm seeing. They still haven't given me a full briefing on the work we'll be doing here, but I'm not stupid. I'm pretty sure it's going to involve human trials. I won't jump to any conclusions, though. Let's see how this plays out. If they're crossing any ethical lines with me, they'll be in a congressional hearing before they know what's hit them. Drills, drills, drills. These researchers are willing to put up with a lot. Today is our 5th drill of the week, and this time I had to make the calls in the middle of the night. Half of these scientists are just kids. Between cramming for finals and sleeping off Friday's hangovers, I'm shocked as many of them staggered in as did. I guess the pay is worth it. I know I wasn't earning that kind of money as a grad student. What to do? It's much worse than I thought. I was finally given my full briefing today. Not only is Voltec asking us to do clinical trials on humans, they've got some serious backers in government. I can't just blow the whistle on this. I've seen the admission roster. There are good people planning to live in Vault 81, and I've little doubt the vaults will come into use eventually. I won't reward the trust of these people by treating them like guinea pigs. I feel trapped. I don't know what to do. The day. It's done. I got the call early this morning. Another beta drill. It's always Rosario who has to call. Her voice was trembling, and she couldn't get off the phone soon enough. She knew. Sure enough, the warning was upgraded within a few hours, and the news was reporting confirmed launches soon after that. I made a decision. I deliberately sabotaged the phone list. Such a simple thing, but it meant that none of the science staff received a notification about the drill. The residents are beginning to show up, and we'll have our hands busy admitting everyone. Science staff. I am no criminal mastermind. Clearing the phone list prevented most of the science staff from showing up, but 3 still made it in. Flint and Collins are both my age and live in the fens. They had time to get here with general population. Burrow is just an overachiever and came by in the morning just to see if there would be a drill today. Figures. They've reported to the research area. The vault protocols engaged automatically and sealed them in. They are already busy with their work, especially since there are only 3 of them. They suspect. Burrow and Flint are getting restless in there. Collins and that robot, he's calling her Curie now, are keeping the mood relatively steady, but I think they already suspect that I have no intention of allowing them to implement a Stage 3 trial. Not sure what to do. They've got access to the delivery nozzles. If they choose to, they'll be able to infect the population with whatever they want. Need to keep them calm. Forgiveness. I've made a grim choice. I sabotaged the delivery nozzles in all the residential quarters as soon as I was able. I didn't expect Burrow to notice so soon. Hell, I didn't expect Collins to get so close to a Phase 3 trial so quickly. I didn't expect half of what's happened in the past few months. Cutting off communication is a cowardly thing to do, but what options do I have? They'll have food and water in there as long as they need. I just can't let them go through with human trials for God knows what Voltec plans to do with their research. I only hope that somehow they can forgive me and live out their years in peace over there. Alright, research comm records. This terminal is equipped with Voltec proprietary technology, allowing communication between interlinked terminals. Refer to user manual before use. Okay. Olivet and Collins. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Olivet, do you copy? I do, Kenneth. Everything good over there? Just another drill today, right, Overseer? It is, and thank God for that. Huh. Where is everyone? And it's Collins. Overseer, there are just 3 of us over here. What's going on? Olivet, are you getting this? Sorry, Kevin. It's been a madhouse on this side. Only 3? Myself, Jim Flint, and that kid, Burrow. Where's everyone else? Not over here. Residents are being admitted. They started showing up in droves once the news started broadcasting. That's the same way I heard. You'd think Vault-Tec would have had enough warning to call at least a beta drill for staff this morning. Something must have gone wrong. Phase 1 trial. We've been pretty limited down here, says Collins. But we've been focused on antibiotics and have our first Petri trials underway. I saw the data last night. It's promising, but do you think it's ready? The trials just started, and the virus we're going after has a few days of inoculation, but I'm optimistic that later this week we'll see positive results. Okay, keep me posted, and don't begin Phase 2 trials until I have an opportunity to go through the new data. Of course. Have a good afternoon, Overseer. Food extruder issue. And it's Burrow. Overseer, do you have a minute? This system isn't instantaneous, Burrow. I hope you haven't been waiting for a reply all morning. Sorry, Overseer. I wanted to notify you about an issue with our food extruder. Okay, I see it now. Looks like a clog in the protein tank. You weren't able to address it on your end? No, Overseer. Hardware failures on the residential side must be addressed over there. We can't get to the tanks or nozzles to repair them. Okay, Burrow. I'll have maintenance down there immediately. Go stand by and have Collins contact me if there are still issues in about 10 minutes, okay? Thank you, Overseer. I'll go there now. Alright, Phase 2 trials. And it's Collins. Good news, Dr. Olivet. We've tweaked our formula based on Phase 1 trial results, and I think we're ready to go with Phase 2. How's the mole rat population doing? Very well. The specimens Vault-Tec provided are remarkably hardy. Flint has been doing some radiation testing on them. Is that in the protocols? Not technically, but we noticed some weird stuff with the kibble provided for them. Burrow got pretty sick for a day or two. Don't ask. Flint's been looking into it. These suckers are big to begin with, and we're thinking it's genetic. Tampered with? Something like that. I think Vault-Tec must have been running some experiments with them. They're all unusually large. A few demonstrate bioluminescence. At least one appears more intelligent than normal. Do you think there's still a useful control? We've divided the colonies, separated the most unusual specimens, and put the control colony on a new diet taken from our own food supply. It's not ideal, but I think we're okay. Very well. Give me the evening to go over the data again, but I think you're clear to begin Phase 2 unless I find anything I don't expect. Alright, delivery mech failure. And it's Burrow. Overseer? Yes, Burrow, what is it? I've noticed an issue with our delivery mechanisms. Do you know if anyone has tampered with the nozzles in the residential quarters on your side? I don't know. What are you doing with the delivery system anyway? The Phase 2 trial just began. I know, Overseer. I just thought it would be a good idea to run tests in the delivery system before we reach Phase 3. If we reach Phase 3, human trials are not to be undertaken lightly. What kind of tests were you hoping to run anyway? Just a placebo vapor to make sure the nozzles are dispensing mist properly. The residents won't even know we had done anything. I guess that's the idea, though. I'll look into the nozzle issue on my end. In the meantime, please do not use the delivery system without my direct approval. Alright. Please answer. And it's Collins. Doctor, please get in touch. I know what you've done. Honestly, I don't blame you. Performing a Phase 3 trial on non-consenting humans is a breach of ethics, at least according to the world we used to live in. I can keep Burrow together for a while, but Flint's already suspicious. What are we supposed to do over here? I can only lie to them for so long without some actual response from you. Damn it, Olivet. You can't be such a hypocrite that you'd condemn us to die in the name of your personal sense of morality. I know your politics, but I never thought you'd actually leave men for dead. Please reconsider this. Alright, and that's that. Well, yep, they were doing some testing down here someplace. Alright, let's go back up top. Oh, let's see, we haven't checked all these rooms yet. Let's see if these people know anything on this side.
It must be rough living out
These are
here.
just residents. Alright, anything worth grabbing in here? Nothing in there. Well, there's some jet for old boy, but I'm not worried about him. That's all junk.
I wish my mom wasn't working so much.
And a bunch of kids.
Sorry about the maintenance. It never ends these days.
Alright, more junk I don't need. There's some drugs. Nothing worth a crap in there. Yeah, I don't need any of that stuff. Alright, moving on.
Watch
And
yourself.
that goes down to the lower level. The lavatory. A bunch of purified water and stuff in here. We don't need that. And more corn. What the hell they're doing with that on the toilet? Giddy up, Buttercup. Bunch of toys and things. More tools we don't need. There's a stim pack in there, but I don't need to steal that, I don't think. Lots of Abraxo. Yeah, I don't need any of that stuff. Alright, let's move on. What is that? Oh, Instamash. And more junk. Bunch of toys. Nothing over there. Bunch of bobby pins, but I don't need them either. Got plenty of them. Alright. Nothing of use in there. Alright, let's see. Where have we not been? I guess we're going back to the atrium. Anything back here?
Seeds. I need more seeds.
I can't believe
Alright,
he
there's
just ran
Aaron.
off like that.
Yeah, we gotta find her cat.
Someday, I'm gonna check out the Commonwealth. If my grand lets me.
We keep the vault safe.
What was this place? Hydroponics. Let's go check this place
This
out
strain
next.
is doing quite well.
Excuse me,
Very
Dr.
little
Pensky.
discoloration. Strong cellular plant
Oh, let's
structure.
change into my
Oh dear, I seem
charisma
to have
outfit.
misplaced one of my instruments. Now, where could it be? I'll have to see how it holds up to exposure.
Well, let's get a little bit of food here. Grilled rad roach. Let's eat that up. And some iguana on a stick.
Dr. Pensky.
Ah, you'll do perfectly. I'm in need of a willing test subject to try this new strain of fruit I've created.
Why?
It's a new strain of mute fruit that I just developed. It should be nutritious and remove radiation poisoning. But I need a test subject to try it.
Okay.
Sure. I like fruit.
Excellent. Just tell me how it tastes and how it makes you feel. Now, where did I put that Geiger counter?
Alright. Vault 81 mute fruit we just picked up. Okay, it doesn't appear to have any kind of radiation on it. Let's eat it. No, we're not dead.
Pardon me, Dr. Pensky.
Did you try the fruit? Tell me, how was it?
So, is this your life's work?
Just a small part of it. My hope is to create a strain of foods that have increased resistance to radiation, What good is fresh produce if it's always contaminated by its environment? That particular strain of mute fruit should do well, but I wasn't certain how the hybridization would affect the flavor and the texture.
It was good. No adverse effects.
I knew it. This is good progress. I'll have to start a new batch right away. Since you've been so helpful, maybe you can help out in another capacity. You see, I need these plants to conduct my studies, and they take some special nourishment, especially the carrots. If you could keep an eye out for fertilizer while you're out in the Commonwealth, I'll be more than happy to compensate you for your efforts.
How much are you paying?
I'll give you 25 caps, non-negotiable. I know how you outsiders enjoy your bartering, but I've never been any good at it.
Sure, I can do that.
Really? Great. I was dreading having to put in another request to the Overseer. Just bring by whatever you can find whenever you have the time.
Yeah, I think I got a good supply of fertilizer back there. Alright, well, it looks like we can grab these plants. Yep.
Need to check the water pumps again. The water smells
And some
funny.
melons. Got some corn. Oh, this stuff is owned. There's some fertilizer, more melons, and some more melons. Let's grab those carrots. Alright, all this stuff is owned. And more carrots.
Hybridization. It's
Right,
got
we got
to
a
be
terminal
a form of
here.
hybridization.
Let's
Those
see if she
seedlings
says
are
anything
almost
else.
ready for transplant.
Dr. Pensky.
I can't seem to get the potatoes right.
Let's check this research terminal. Test group 1, week 1. Germination was fast. Seeds have sprouted and are healthy. Radicals and hypocotyls appear strong. Initial examination of cells appear normal. Okay, and nothing spectacular. Week 2, seedlings continue to grow normally and will be ready for transplant. Roots appear healthy and are steadily growing. Okay, one of them has a discoloration or something on it. Alright, week 3. All seedlings have been successfully transplanted. Growth continues to appear healthy. Water intake is normal. Alright. And next test group. Germination has been slow. Only 50% of the seeds have sprouted. The radical is barely showing. I have my doubts on the other half. This group does have a higher chance of failure due to radiation exposure. And week 2, initial 50% of seeds initially sprouting have continued to show signs of growth. In addition, 25% have also started to sprout. I will continue to observe the remainder. Okay, nothing spectacular there. I've transplanted stuff. Okay, yeah. It doesn't appear that's useful information at all. Alright, let's see, where are we going to go next? Who's this guy? A resident. And the barber shop. Oh, we got a magazine here.
I was hoping you'd...
There we go.
Permanently unlock a new unique facial tattoo. Alright.
Now I know from experience that Commonwealth shows no mercy when it comes to hair. So, how about a trim?
You've been outside of the vault?
Quincy, born and raised. My mother, may she rest in peace, she was a doctor. Imagine her surprise when she learned I'd rather cut hair than stitch people up. But enough about me. How about that hair of yours?
Did you say you were from Quincy?
Sure did. Looks like I was one of the lucky ones, too. Last I heard, Gunners had taken her over.
Heard any good rumors?
They say Holt is running around on his wife. Apparently, he and Tina DeLuca are secretly getting together. Never mind about them. Your hair is a disaster. You have to let me fix it.
Heard any good rumors?
Did you know that Bobby DeLuca was a jet junkie? He needs to quit before someone gets hurt, himself included, working.
Yeah, we know about that.
High all the time. It's a good thing old Rusty does most of the work.
Let's see if he knows
What's the
anything
word
else.
around Vault 81?
I heard Aaron's cat, Ashes, got out of the vault. She's pretty upset. I can't imagine anyone would want to set foot outside to get him back.
Yeah, we know about that already.
What's the word around Vault 81?
Not much of late, but I'll keep my ears open for you. Sure you don't want me to do something with your hair?
All right,
Any
what
news
else?
going around?
Not much of late, but I'll keep my ears open for you.
Okay, that must be the last
Sure
of
you
them.
don't want me to do something with your hair?
Yeah, I don't
Not
need to get
interested.
a hair change.
Another time, perhaps.
All right, anything else in here? Yeah, nothing we need. All right, what do we got next? Yeah, this is the dining area.
Nice Pip-Boy. If it ever starts acting up on
All
you,
right, we
we'll
can't
seal
grab
up
any of that
this. We'll
stuff.
fix it right up.
Marcus William Somerset. Oh, don't you go on thinking you're so clever. Those pies are going to be for Calvin and his crew. Lord knows they could use a treat right now.
Hey, you tried telling that to Erin and breaking a little girl's heart. I didn't realize my wife was so cold-blooded.
Mark, I swear, over 40 years of marriage, you need to count your blessings you're still alive.
Another new face in the vault, eh? What is it we're needing now, fella?
Come again? What do you mean?
Well, Gwenny... Oops. I mean the Overseer never lets anyone in unless we need something. I figured someone put in a request with her if we got a new face in the vault. Lord knows we could use some help around.
I'm just visiting.
Just visiting? Now ain't that something? Gwenny letting people in willy-nilly these days? Oh, hold on there. You got yourself a vault suit. Where you say you were from again?
You really never get any visitors here?
Nope. Only when we need something. Everyone that's been through here is a traitor, as far as I know. Now, where'd you say you were from again?
I'm from Vault 111.
I'll be damned. All my years and never, I mean never, have I met anyone from another vault. Maybe seeing a vault dweller from the outside will pick up the spirits around here. The people here, they're a bit overworked these days. Some blame the Overseer. But it ain't Gwenny's fault. Poor girl. Just landed the right position at the wrong time.
What's going on? Why are people so overworked?
Well, you live in the same place for 200 years. Time just takes its toll. Until the Overseer opened the vault to the traders, we were just slapping on one band-aid after the next. Now we're just scrambling to keep old 81 together.
I'm sure she's doing her best.
I know she is. She's a smart gal. And maintaining this bucket of bolts ain't easy. Well, I best be getting back to it. Don't want the old lady on me again. 62 years old and still fiery as ever.
All right, let's talk to
You must
Maria.
be that new traveler Gwen let in. It's always nice to see a new face around here.
Who's Gwen?
Oh, Gwen's the Overseer, but I could never get used to calling her that. I've known that girl since she was in diapers. If you need any food for the road, or just feeling hungry, you let me know. Our menu isn't quite as exotic as the Commonwealth, but it'll do in a pinch.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Heavens no, I'd be a wreck. My husband, Mark, he helps me, though mostly with the tasting.
Is it hard work feeding everyone here?
It used to be easier. Back when I was young, we had more supplies than we could count. Why, my mother taught me some recipes that had ingredients that... well, I doubt you could find them anywhere anymore. Since we started trading, we managed well enough, but the variety... let's just say it's more than a bit lacking.
Have you ever thought about leaving the vault?
Never. Can you imagine? Born and raised right here in Vault 81. It was easier back then, you know. Supplies were high, and the dangers outside were both severe and unknown. Poor Gwen didn't know what she was getting into when she accepted the role of Overseer.
How is Gwen doing as the Overseer?
It weighs on her, I can tell. We need help from the Commonwealth, but a few people, they don't care for it. Not to mention the state of the vault. Upkeep's got people working round the clock these days. Even me. If people are going to be up all night working, they'll need a good meal to keep them going.
Let's see what you've got.
Selection isn't what it used to be, but I still got a few good things.
All right. Yep, she's selling some drinks and some food. I don't need anything at the moment. A sweet roll. Oh, that's got rads in it. I wouldn't mind that vodka, though. I can craft some good stuff out of that. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and purchase that. The whiskey, I don't think I need any of that. I guess I could sell some of this food, but I don't really need the caps. I have over 24,000. Alright, let's go with that. Alright, and we are thirsty again. Let's go ahead and get some more purified water. Alright, anything back here? Nothing of use.
I never should have gotten him started on Jet.
Oh, you're that new traveler.
Tina and
You must have
Katie.
had so many adventures out in the Commonwealth.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't
And we
imagine
have the
you come
toilet.
across many bobbers in the Commonwealth.
I heard we had a trader in today.
Never had an incident on my watch, and I don't want to
Alright,
start
let's
today.
go up top next. That's where we came from. So we entered the place initially, and see anything back here? Nothing. Overseer and the commissary. Alright.
Sorry about the maintenance. Never ends these days.
Calvin.
Hopefully 81 will quit her fussing long enough to give us folks a decent break.
Calvin.
Sorry, new guy. Not a lot of time to talk right now.
I'll be quick, I promise.
Ha! We'll see about that. What can I do you for?
What do you do here?
Me? I'm just the lucky sucker in charge of maintenance here. Sorry if you heard me bickering with the overseer earlier. She and I don't always see eye to eye.
So, there's a lot of upkeep going on right now.
Hell, you could say that again. Old 81 here, she's a straight-up wreck. Pretty solid for a while, easy enough to keep up with her needs, but in the last few years or so, damn, she got feisty. Been going through tools like they were going out of style, so if you got any, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands.
How much are you paying?
I'd say 15 caps per tool. Overseer won't let me go higher, but I'll take as many as you can grab.
Sure, you got yourself a deal.
Stupendous. One less thing to bug the Overseer about. Anyway, here I am running my mouth when there's work to do. Sorry I can't talk longer, stranger, but mind the maintenance. Shouldn't get in your way, at least.
Alright, yeah, I got tons of tools. Yeah, all this stuff I got it stashed back at home plate. I'm gonna make a lot of money turning that stuff in. Alright, the depot. And they aren't in here currently. Let's see what kind of stuff is in here. Lots of Abraxo. And a bunch of toys.
Need to check the water pumps again. The water smells funny.
Alright, there's some bourbon down there. Alright, I don't see anything of use there. Oh, let's see. Oh, there's the Overseer watching us. Let's go across here. What's over on this side? Yeah, we'll talk to the Overseer in a minute. Alright, depot. Some kind of storage room here. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything of use in here. Cigarette machine. Alright, let's go up to the Overseer next.
Alexis has just about anything you could need.
This guy know anything?
Dr. Pensky runs a hydroponics lab here.
She may have some work for you, if you're interested.
Yeah, we talked to her already. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, that must be the overseer in there, but let's take a quick look at things in here. Okay, looks like we can get into this terminal too. But before we start messing around, let's talk to the overseer. Oh, she wants to go to sleep already, huh? Anything in here? Yeah, I don't need any of that stuff. Alright, let's see if we can wake her up. I still got my charisma up.
Hello, Overseer.
Wake your ass up! I think after this conversation, we're probably going to have to end the episode. We're running up on time.
If you haven't already, you should stop by the classroom. Katie would love to have you speak to her students.
Oh, she's got nothing to say.
Overseer.
Huh?
Have you been down to medical to see Dr. Forsyth yet? He told me he's very interested in meeting you.
Alright. Well, let's see if we can get into this thing. Let's change our outfit. Alright. Sonics. No matches. So floor is not good. Bellies is not good. Blasts is not good. Could possibly be cellar.
There we go.
Supply requests. Maria Somerset fulfilled. Mute fruit, Brahmin steaks. Jacob fulfilled. Stim packs, blood packs. Priscilla pending. Fusion cores. Alright, they need fusion cores. Maintenance requests. Second floor atrium vent. Vent has been leaking. Need to investigate shaft for integrity. May need to replace bad section, but hopefully can get by with a patch job. Alright, main level corridor. Pipes are suffering from corrosion. Needs welding and sealant. Sections of flooring may need to be replaced. We'll need to take a closer look behind the scenes to investigate the extent of the damage. Alright, entry. Sealant must be giving way for concrete base as water is building up among wiring and the floor. Need to find a solution for resealing and water removal. Okay. Logs. Repairs, repairs, repairs. If one more thing in this vault breaks, I'm going to scream. And by scream, I mean angrily slam the keys to this terminal as I enter in yet another frustrated log. No one told me that when I took over for Overseer Bat that I was inheriting a sinking ship. From what Calvin tells me, the damage isn't even coming from us or our everyday lives. It's something external. And of course, since it's external, it's harder for him to assess the overall damage. We can't very well just unbury the vault. On the good side, the reactors continue to run without a hitch. 2 centuries and not a single incident that old Rusty couldn't handle. So while the walls around us crumble, at least we'll have good lighting to witness it. The anti-Commonwealth. Once again, I overheard a citizen telling one of the traders how much we don't need them. What is wrong with these people? Holt? Miranda? Don't they realize that without these traders, we'd be starving? We wouldn't have half the items we need to get repairs done around here. I get the fear to allow outsiders in. I was terrified when we first opened the vault after 2 centuries of isolation. But you'd think after 10 years, people would be more accepting and trust the faces we've grown to know so well. Some people still don't accept Horatio, and the man's lived with us for years now. And sure, I don't know what could happen in the future. Maybe it's just a matter of time before we allow the wrong person in. But it's a chance we have to take, and a change they need to accept if we're going to survive for another generation. Alright, Bobby DeLuca. How hard can it be to catch Bobby DeLuca doing drugs? The vault is only so big. There's only so many places he can hide, and yet here I am, getting another complaint about his little habit. It's frustrating on so many levels. Everyone's working hard, almost around the clock, and here's Bobby. He sleeps on the job, a job that he can't even do, by the way. He gets old Rusty to do everything. If he's not high, he's drunk. His sister backs up every story he comes up with. The list goes on. Part of me just wants to lock him up, post a guard, and be done with it. Let him suffer through the withdrawal as his punishment. We all know he deserves it. Food, glorious food. Priscilla informed me that she'd lost the latest carrot crop. I wish we had the space to do more consistent rotations. On the bright side, while we'll miss the carrots now, we'll be even happier once they're back. I will never forget the day when Maria made her first ramen meat pie. I thought I was in heaven, and that I'd never eat another steak in a box again. Against Dr. Forsyth's wishes, I might add. It wasn't long before I'd had my fill and found myself enjoying that same old Salisbury steak. On the bright side, Maria's mutfruit pies are consistently good, although it's hard to go wrong when it comes to dessert. It helps that she likes to save them for special occasions. Probably smart on her part. She's been our chef long enough to know how easily our taste buds give out on us. Alright, I guess that's it. Alright, yeah, we are running up on time. I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Yeah, I think what I might do off camera is go back to home plate and grab up a bunch of tools and fertilizer and bring it back here and see how much money we can get. And I don't think I talked to everybody. There might be somebody else we need to talk to. But I'm going to run around and see if there's anybody different off camera. But we'll see you all next episode. Hope you're still enjoying it.